Hi, welcome back to today's KR Daily Transmission. Good morning, bonjour, wherever you are in the world. Good evening. Hi, so good to see you in the chat. Feel free to introduce yourself on the chat. If you're catching today's KR Daily Transmission on the replay, feel free to offer your comments and reflections on this video there. We love to read your feedback. It's always a joy to be here live with you and to be any part of your spiritual journey. So this week we're getting pumped and ready for our Sedona Psychic Leadership Training Immersive. And of course, it's actually the Sovereign Psychic Leadership Immersive. And that word sovereign is such it can really just stop you in your tracks. And the word psychic is such a phenomenal word. It is a world. It's a world unto itself. And so the reason why I put the word sovereign in front of psychic leadership immersive is because your psychic spiritual leadership leads to sovereignty. When you learn how to accept and honor, cherish, and unfurl your psychic gifts in service to others to fulfill your divine purpose, what happens is you're placed upon a path that leads to your sovereignty. And sovereignty is not about some sort of royal family in England. Sovereignty is about the original nature of your soul, which is completely divine and answers to no one other than God. So although you come in with a set of human experiences in this lifetime, a certain level of karmic agreements, the truth is that your direct connection to the source, your direct connection to God is who you answer to. And it's who you made the contract to be here with. And so your source of divine love is also your source of power over this world. It's also your source of creativity. And it's also your source of psychic gifts, because everything that we have comes from God, whatever you call God. We call God Sophia in the Sophia code. You could call God Divine Mother, Divine Father, the Buddha consciousness, the Christ consciousness. All of these words are synonymous for God. And so today I'm going to offer a tip about the sacral chakra and your gut instinct. Every day I'm going to be offering a psychic development tip as we are traveling on our way to the Sedona Immersive next week, which starts on August 23rd. And if you would like to join us virtually, please know the virtual conference access pass. We have had such incredible feedback and testimonials from those who have joined us live through that virtual conference access pass. So if you can't be with us in person, no worries. Consider that conference access pass and how much it's going to bring to your professional development. So thanks for everyone for saying hello. And let's just jump right into this today. So the number one chakra, other than your heart, that matrix programming is attempting to separate you from is actually your second chakra, your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is the womb of creation. And this is a genderless conversation. Your sacral chakra it's the center of magnetism, creativity, abundance. And it's also the space where we store a lot of mother issues, but in the positive light side of that medicine, we have like the nurturer, we have the archetypal energies of you being a mother to this world, understanding the motherhood of Mother Earth. Like it's the space in our body that somatically gives birth to our creations here on the earth plane. And it's deeply connected to the throat chakra. So throat chakra and sacral chakra, when you start to activate one, you'll notice the other chakra starts to speak up and want your attention as well. Now, the sacral chakra brings up a lot of triggers for people because we have so much wounding in our society, in our journey of being human around the sacral chakra. Again, this is the center of power. This is the center of gut instincts. That was Sophia doing something wild. She's been totally wild today. This is the center of gut instincts that the mainstream, that the matrix programming wants you to be as disconnected from as possible. The irony of the sacral chakra is that even your heart, the organ of your heart, is born as a nub off of your large intestine. So your large intestine is ruled, the organ, which is a huge organ in your body. I mean, massive. And not only does it absorb nutrients that have been broken down by the small intestine, it's like kind of like that final frontier of what gets absorbed. Every organ in your body originally grew off of your large intestine until it started as a nub, a growth of cells off of your large intestine until it separates and forms where it needs to go in your body as a fetus. And what's so interesting about that is ultimately that means your large intestine is your first heart. It's your first brain, because it's literally forming the brain. It's literally forming the heart that becomes those individuated centers within you. So when matrix programming attempts to separate you from this chakra, it knows exactly what it's doing. It's attempting to separate you from the center of your body that is deeply connected to a somatic wisdom that does not lie to you. What does somatic mean? It means of your body, in your body. It's wisdom that your body is imparting to you continually all day long as a form of embodied in your body, intuitive hits or guidance or messages that are radiating out from your sacral chakra. If you've ever been extremely drawn to a person, whether it's healthy or unhealthy, if you've ever been extremely magnetically drawn to an event, a situation, a networking opportunity, it's most likely the sacral chakra that is literally drawing you like a magnet to it. It's so magnetic that any wounding that's there can actually be magnetized very easily to the interfacing wounding with others. So you have to be really careful when you're on your healing journey, when you're on your journey of opening up to the psychic information that's being offered to you from your entire body, not just from your third eye. As I share in my psychic development curriculum, literally every chakra is a temple that provides information for your daily life, for your spiritual practice. And this sacral chakra, it's not a chakra of a lot of words. That's why it's so connected to the throat chakra. The throat chakra is designed to give voice to the sacral chakra, to the desires, to the magnetism, to the flow, to the truth, to that embodied wisdom that moves beyond your understanding, beyond rational thinking. It's a magnetic, intuitive center that is continuously drawing you towards your next steps and or to the chaos of unresolved wounding in the center. And so when we talk about psychic development in the sacral chakra and your professional spiritual leadership, which we're going to be talking a lot about next week in Sedona, it's important to understand that your sacral chakra is going to draw you to clients and different communities based on what wants to be healed and or empowered in this center. This is why it's really important to take time and to honor every time this part of your body has a gut instinct that you follow through on, and it was the right thing to do. When you congratulate this part of your body, when you honor the chakra temple for leading you and guiding you to a new opportunity, a creative experience that brought delight to your heart, a new friendship, a new partnership, a new business opportunity, and you say to this part of yourself, wow, thank you for the gut instinct. And then you thank your heart for following through on this gut instinct. That's a spiritual muscle of psychic awareness that grows stronger and stronger. And I'm going to share in our immersive some examples of what it feels like for me personally to live from this gut instinct the way that I do now in my life after years of healing and alignment with the chakra. It's absolutely amazing the ways that you can work with a chakra to create huge flow, huge harmony, and a very direct path to what you need in any given situation for your professional development. Now, with that said, I just really want to say, a couple things about this area. Like, as I mentioned, talking about the sacral chakra does bring up a lot of triggering for people, because this is the space where if we're stressed, there's hormones that can gather excess weight here. If we've experienced childhood trauma, it can create, excess weight, blockages, parasitical energies in the sacral chakra. And so we tend to hate on the sacral chakra based on our journey of healing it. And how challenging it can feel to really clean up this area, both with our diet, our exercise practice, our meditation practice. And I can promise you that the journey of self-love for your sacral chakra is going to open up a world of understanding of how your body is this somatic, magnetic vessel of information that wants to guide you like a GPS system through this matrix and into your sovereign reality. One of the ways that you can know that your sacral chakra is speaking to you, and you can bring your hand to your belly right now if you want, your lower belly below your navel, and place a hand on your lower back. And I invite you to recall a memory where you literally felt this part of you moving the rest of your body forward, as though this sacral chakra, this lower belly area, is literally moving you towards something that is wanted or even unwanted, with a divine force of nature that was unmistakable to your consciousness. Think back to that memory. And in this moment, I invite you to thank your body for sharing this psychic information with you. Now, if it was magnetizing you towards something that was wanted and it immediately happened, or a series of events unfolded because you allowed this chakra to guide you as a psychic navigation system, that's an easy thing to say, yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. If you remember a moment where this guided you into a traumatic situation, a moment of pain or wounding, it's important to thank your body for that information as well. Why? Well, very often, if we don't take the time to tune into what this impulse is in the sacral chakra, we're not really giving it time to reveal to us what it's really saying. But it's still saying something to you. There is still information that's being shared with you. And if this chakra is, gravitating you towards an unhealthy client in your leadership or an unhealthy opportunity for your business, what it's showing you is the wound within your chakra that desperately wants to be healed and cleared so that you can get back into alignment with manifesting what is healthy for you, with clientele, for your platform, for new business opportunities, for your professional light work. Even the painful experiences that we are magnetized to, there is always a reason for that. It's information that the center is revealing to you. And if we punish ourselves for it, we miss the message, we miss the medicine of the sacral chakra. It's so magnetic, it will literally boom, magnetize you immediately to what is wanted, whether it's the unwanted to heal into the wanted, or the wanted to create more of that which is wanted. It's very binary in the sense that it's not even binary, really. It's really just always wanting more, whether it's more healing or more creativity or more community or more expansion. The sacral chakra is associated, as in Sanskrit, with the ocean, an ocean of abundance. It wants more life. It wants the opportunity to reveal to you that you can magnetize any reality to your body, into your physical reality. It wants to show you how powerful you are as a magnet of creation, including creating circumstances that reveal to your awareness those spaces and places within your life that desperately need healing attention, your loving attention to it. How is this landing for you? Are you feeling this? If you'd like to share in the chat where these sacral chakra teachings are landing for you, maybe even landing in your gut. Maybe you're having a gut reaction to the sacral chakra teaching of psychic development. I love reading your comments, both in the chat and in the video replay. It's always so great to get to know you better through the chat and through your feedback. So one of the reasons why I like to celebrate all of the wins of the sacral chakra is because over time, if you start to really count up the red flags as well as the green flags that you get from the sacral chakra, you start to realize over time, I should never ignore my gut reactions or my gut feelings. I need to slow down instead of speed up when it comes to my gut instincts. Remember that sacral chakra is extremely magnetic. So it might be magnetizing you to a client in your professional leadership that, maybe you have past life karma with that you really want to resolve. Maybe there is a fair monetary or energetic exchange, but there's something that feels sticky about it in your sacral chakra. That's important information. You don't have to have all the logical verbiage to know, oh, there's something here for me to unpack later. I better make sure I'm very careful about how I continue to interact or engage with this client or continue working with this client. That would be one example for professional leadership. Another example would be when your gut instinct. Oh, there you are. You want to say hi to everyone? You wild little kitty. Boom. She's just been crazy all morning, like jumping around, chasing me around the house. So that gut instinct, can also be honored when something really lovely has come into your life and you're ready to receive more of it. You're ready to have more fun with what's being drawn into your life. Like you're going to feel this unfurling in your sacral chakra that opens you up to expand in unexpected ways. And when that expansion in your sacral chakra opens up, your other chakras start to open up wider and expand wider. So notice that the sacral chakra and the root chakra are temple foundation spaces for the additional chakras up the tree of life to expand wider and radiate out and function together as one. So it's really important to get super clear about your root chakra, the relationship you have with your root chakra temple and your sacral chakra temple. And what are those gut instincts? What are those truly foundational instincts for individuation, being fully grounded in your body, sacred boundaries? What are those spaces revealing to you about your relationship with money, your relationship with the other, that speaks to your relationship with yourself? I hope some of these questions and insights have brought some greater clarity to your day. Thanks for playing the game today with me and Sophia as we get ready Sedona next week. And I'm just so thrilled. There's so much information pouring through me for next week's immersive. I was working with Nia and Ashley earlier on the content for next week. And I was like, oh my God, there's literally so much channeled information that's pouring through me. So I'm going to take a lot of that and continuing to work with it this evening of shaping it so that I can be as, provide the nuggets that are most important for you in our event. And if you want to share in the chat, especially in the video comment feeds, insights that you would like to receive about your professional leadership, your psychic development for your light work during the Sedona event, whether you're there at the virtual conference or there in person, please feel free to put that in the comment feed, because we love knowing how to serve you best. And what's interesting about psychic development is it's literally, I could write a codex on psychic development. There are so many ways to apply psychic development to growing your business, growing your platform, bringing in clientele. But then there's a psychic development of like engaging with your clientele, serving your clientele. And also the psychic development of taking care of yourself, body, heart, and mind. So I would just invite you to feel free to share in the comments what you're really interested in learning about in Sedona next week. And if you'd like to join us live on the virtual access feed or in person, feel free to reach out to my team angels at kaia.com. We look forward to being with you in Sedona next week. All my love to you. Namaste, everyone. Have a great day.